So I've decided to split these long minis. I've got some queen cells ready to put out, so I'll make up another 6-framer here, and I'll take it out to my main bee yard and put a queen cell in it. So it's the middle of the day here, a lot of the foragers are out, but I'll just take whatever bees I can get, and there'll be plenty of nurse bees and plenty of resources in the split, so they should be fine. Luckily the queen's on this first comb that I pull out. It's right there at the bottom. So I'll just put her out of the way. And now I can take whatever comb I need. See a bit of capped honey along the top, and the rest is all brood. There's one at the front. I thought it would be all honey, but it's a lot of open brood as well. That's okay. Decided to go for this plastic one because it's sort of a narrow comb. Some of the real fat ones are a bit hard to position together because they can touch each other. And then I want a bit more honey in here, so I'll go to the back here, and this little comb's full of honey. It's also got heaps of bees on it, so that's helpful. I'll put that in there as well. Now shake a few more bees in there. It won't hurt this hive to lose a few bees. And that's all I need for the split. So I'll close it up now. Now I just went and sat this in the shed, and hardly any of them flew out. And I actually rode with it in the front of the ute, and really none of those bees came out, so they all just stuck in there on the brood. So I've got these little yogurt containers, so just the right size to go in there as a feeder. Got a bit of fly screen. In it as a ladder. And I'll just put foundation in now. Can't forget to put the queen back in. These combs are touching, so I'll just spin this one around. If they touch at the top, they just join them together. So now 3 little foundations at the front for them to work on. And that's it. I put it back in position and put feed in it. So here's the second one. This is actually probably the strongest one, given that it hasn't been fed since it was put in here, and it's done really well. So yeah, it can afford to lose a few combs and bees. There's actually a few more bees on in this hive sitting on the combs than the one before, which is handy. Should make up a nice strong little split for me. Just having a good look for the queen. I want to leave her behind in the original hive. This is a new little comb that I've got here now that's right at the front. I was hoping it would be mainly honey, but once again it's a lot of brood in there as well. I don't like to give the new split too much brood to work on. Really 2 combs of brood would be ideal, but the thing about these long minis is there's just brood on every comb. You can't really avoid it, so as long as there's plenty of bees in there, they should be able to finish that brood off. And once I put the queen cell in there, I fill the feeder right up, so I've got plenty of feed to finish that brood off, and they don't really need to build any comb, so they should be right. Don't need to shake any bees into this one. There's plenty in there. So that split's finished. What I'm going to do now is move all these combs forward a couple of spaces so I can put a feeder in the back. So as I go, I'm just having a quick scan for the queen. I'd like to see her so I know she's still in there and I haven't taken her in the split. This is a lovely hive to work. They're nice and quiet. Nice sort of greyish black bees. They're good hard-working bees. They've done all this work by themselves without hardly any feeding or anything. So I decided to put a feeder in this one. Even though they're strong, they're going to have to build a few new combs now, so they're going to need a bit of help. And it's dried off here pretty well now, so there's not a lot coming in. So the queen's on this frame, the second last one. Right there. This is that comb that's really fat at the top, which is a bit annoying. I should trim it off. Got another little yogurt container. There's a lot of bees in there on the floor. So I'm just trying to sort of tap them out of the way with the feeder. I don't want to trap a heap of them underneath it. Decide to just fill this feeder while I'm going. I'll close it up and put it back in its position. Here's the third and final long mini that I need to split. This one's already got a feeder at the back, so I'm just going to go into the front half. Just need to open up that 6-framer and just take out those foundations. And I'll just start at the front here. Just having a good look for the queen on each one of these. See, nice band of honey on these and plenty of bees. This is the one where the combs are a bit tight to get out. So that's the third comb there. And as I lift out this the fourth comb, I spot the queen. She's right there on the 5th comb, so I don't need to go looking for her. I know she's in the original now, so that split's finished. I'm making up these pretty strong, but it's that time of year where you just can't get away with a little weak split. So 4 foundations right there in the front. Okay guys, thanks for watching. That's what I got up to this afternoon.